Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily Dvar. And here's a brand new halacha for units for Wednesday, the 21st day of August. Here we go. Starting with Rosh Hashanah all the way through Yom Kippur, those are called the 10 days of Teshuvah, the 10 days of repentance. During that time, we have a heightened awareness of the fact that we are in between the Day of Judgment, that was Rosh Hashanah, and the Day of Kippurim, of forgiveness, which is 10 days later on the 10th of Tishrei. Those 10 days in between are called the 10 days of repentance. During those 10 days, we make a lot of additions to our Shmona Esrei. We say things like Zachrenu l'chaim melech hafetz b'chaim. The loose translation of that is, please remember us for life, King who desires life, etc. And then we say things like Mi chamocha av harachmim, who is like you, Father of mercy, things like that. Then we switch, instead of saying Hakel HaKadosh, the Holy God, we say Hamelach HaKadosh, the Holy King. A bunch of switches like that happen in our Shmona Esrei, and they are clearly listed in your siddur. The idea of saying all these things is basically, again, that there's a heightened awareness during that time that God is our King. And that's why we make all kinds of references to God being the King. Most important amongst them is that reference to, instead of saying Akel HaKadosh, the Holy God, we switch over to saying Hamelach HaKadosh, the Holy King. Okay, now when we do those kinds of things, they all are supposed to be said, of course, but if they're forgotten, for most of them, you would not have to repeat the Shemona Esrei. But the important one that I told you about, that's the one where you switch Hakel HaKadosh into Hamelach HaKadosh. That is like the high one, and that's the one that you have to get right. If you did not say Hamelach HaKadosh during those 10 days of repentance, you would have to repeat the Shemona Esrei. If you finish Shemona Esrei and unfortunately you spaced out and don't remember if you said Hamelach HaKadosh, then you would have to repeat the Shemona Esrei, because you would assume that you probably did what your old habit is, and therefore you probably didn't say it right, because most of the year you don't say it that way. So please be extra aware during those 10 days to make sure to stay alert, so that you won't have to repeat Shemona Esrei. It's not a good thing when you have to repeat Shemona Esrei. It's extra brachas that were said in vain, and we don't like that. So remember, of course, all the additions, and especially Hamelach HaKadosh, starting on Rosh Hashanah. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.